Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Jaya Gurudeva, Jaya Gurudeva, Jaya Gurudeva, Jaya Gurudeva. Jaya Gurudeva, Jaya Gurudeva, Jaya Gurudeva, Jaya Gurudeva. Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Jaya Prabhupada. Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Jaya Prabhupada. Shri Guru Charana Padma Kevala Bhakati Sadma Charana Padma Kevala Bhakati Sadma Bando Mui Savadana Mate Bando Mui Savadana Mate Jahara Prasade Bai E Bhavatori Ajai Krishna prapti hoi jaha hoite. Guru Mukha Padma Vakya Chitete Koriya Aikya Arna Kori Homaneya Shah Shri Guru Charane Rati Uttamagati Shri Guru Charane Rati Jai Prasade Pure Sarvam Rasha Jai Prasade Pure Sarva Chakudana Dila Jai Janme Janme Prabhu Se Chakudana Dila Divya Gyan Hriday Prakashito Divya Gyan Hriday Prakashito Prema Bhakti Jahode Avidya Vinasha Jayate Prema Bhakti Jahode Avidya Vinasha Jayate Prema Bhakti Jahode Avidya Vinasha Jayate
Микрофон возьмите. Радио.
Дорогие преданные, Хари Кришна, добро пожаловать. Сейчас у нас будет церемония Абхишеки с Киртаном. После этого у нас будут подношения. The devotees now will be Abhisheka, and after we can read our offerings to Guru Maharaj.
Works. Я подарок от Чимбо принесу.
Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prishtaya Bhutale Shrimate Niranjana Swami Iti namine. Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prishtaya Bhutale Shrimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti namine. Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine. Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Jaya Jaya Gurudev, 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 Jaya Jaya Gurudev. Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Jaya Prabhupada. Nitai Gaura Haribo, 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 Nitai Gaura Haribo.
Примите, пожалуйста, мои почтительные поклоны. Вся слава Шри Прабхупаде, вся слава вам, как его представителям.
Dear Guru Maharaj, please accept my respectful obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. All glories to you as his representative.
В этот знаменательный день хочу выразить вам свою благодарность за вашу преданность Шриле Прабхупаде. пример преданного, терпения, заботу об учениках и переживание обо всех людях этого мира.
On this auspicious day, I want to express my gratitude to you for your dedication to Srila Prabhupada, your example of a devotee, patience, concern for your disciples, and concern for all the people of this world.
Представитель Господа, как и сам Господь, испытывает боль, когда видит страдания других.
The Lord's representative, like the Lord himself, experiences pain when he sees the suffering of others.
Я помню, когда в начале 90-х вы стали приезжать в Беларусь.
I remember when in the early 90s you came to Belarus.
Вы постоянно думали о проповеди в этой маленькой стране.
You have thought about preaching in this small country.
Заботились о том, что преданные, живущие в храме, правильно поклонялись божествам Шиши Горы Нитай. Интересовались результатами проповеди. Всегда спрашивали у президента храма о своих учениках.
You care that the devotees living in the temple would properly worship the deities of Gaura Nitai. You were interested in the results of preaching and always asked the temple president about your disciples.
Ездили по разным городам и давали преданным инициации, помогая связать их с ученической преемственностью.
You went to different cities and gave initiations to devotees, helping to connect them with disciplic succession.
Я знаю, что это было и во всех других местах, которые вы курировали.
I know that it was in all other places that you supervised.
Вы давали и продолжаете давать свое общение, связывая нас со Шрилой Прабхупадой, вселяя в нас веру в Кришну и помогая нам расти в духовной жизни.
You have given and continue to give your association by connecting us with Srila Prabhupada, instilling in us faith in Krishna, and helping us to grow in spiritual life.
Я уверен, что Шрила Прабхупада удовлетворен вашим искренним служением Ему.
I am confident that Srila Prabhupada is pleased with your sincere service to him.
Общение, которое вы даете, подобно нектару, наполняет сердце преданностью.
The association you give like a nectar fills the heart with devotion.
В вашем обществе мое сердце обретает умиротворение.
In your association my heart finds peace.
В день вашей Vyasa Puja я также прошу о милости.
On the day of your Vyasa Puja, I also ask you for mercy.
Я очень хочу стать преданным Кришне. Хочу любить Его и обрести преданное служение Ему.
I really want to become a devotee of Krishna. I want to love Him and acquire devotional service to Him.
Дорогой Гурудев, в этот благоприятный день я молюсь только об одном, чтобы вы были довольны мной и служением, которое я выполняю.
Dear Gurudev, on this auspicious day, I only pray for one thing, that you will be pleased with me and the service that I am doing.
Нет другого способа удовлетворить Кришну, кроме как удовлетворить Его представителя.
There is no other way to please Krishna other than to please His representative.
Ваш слуга Шарана Прададас.
Your servant Sharana Pradadas.
Шилниранджи Сами Махарадж Ки Джай.
Дорогой Гуру Махарадж, примите, пожалуйста, мои почтительные поклоны в пыли ваших лотосных стоп.
Dear Guru Maharaj, please accept my respectful obeisances in the dust of your lotus feet.
В этот замечательный день вашей Vyasa Puja позвольте поздравить и поблагодарить вас за ту милость, которую вы щедро раздаете своим ученикам и последователям.
On this auspicious day of your Vyasa Puja, let me congratulate and thank you for the mercy that you generously distribute to your disciples and followers.
Только по вашей милости у меня появился шанс пересечь этот океан материального существования и получить милость Господа Кришны.
It is only by your mercy that I have the chance to cross this ocean of material existence and receive the mercy of Krishna.
Вашими наставлениями вы помогаете мне и даете силу.
By your instructions, you help me to free myself from selfish desires and aspirations.
Ваш личный пример помогает мне постепенно освободиться от эго и материальных желаний, стремления к славе, к почести и так далее.
Your personal example gives me inspiration. It's off the script. It's off the script. He's going off to другое подношение.
Не мое?
Нет, подношение, но мы...
Окей. Э, Вашими наставлениями вы помогаете мне и даете силу.
With your instructions, you help me and give me the strength.
Ваш личный пример помогает мне постепенно освободиться от ложного эго и желания, стремления почести и славы.
Your personal example helps me to get rid of.
Поэтому я продолжаю смиренно просить вас о милости и силе,
Therefore, I continue to humbly ask you for your mercy and strength
чтобы очистить мой ум и сердце
to purify my mind and heart
через воспевание святого имени
through chanting the holy name
и служение вайшнавам
and serving the Vaishnavas
и всем живым существам.
and all the living entities.
Сам по себе я очень слаб и беспомощен.
By myself, I'm very weak and helpless.
Поэтому ваша милость для меня — это
Therefore, your
Это-
grace is the
это-
only thing for me.
единственное, что поможет мне преодолеть все материальные препятствия.
Therefore, your grace is the only thing for me which will help me to overcome all material obstacles
На пути к чистому преданному служению Кришне.
on the path to pure devotional service to Krishna.
С надеждой доставить вам удовольствие ваш падший слуга Теджи Кришнадас.
Hope to please you, your fallen servant, Teja Krishna Das.
Also, I would like offering Guru Maharaj distribute Bengali books for period of Marathon Srila Prabhupada. I already offering for your pleasure 300 Bengali books and small books and 2 Bhagavad Gita. Hare Krishna. Thank you, Maharaj. Shila Niranjana Maharaj ki jai.
Dear Niranjana Swami, please accept my humble obeisances. O Guru Srila Prabhupada. Yunasaka Prabhu asked me if I would like to write an offering. And I could not resist the opportunity to offer you some words of appreciation and gratitude. And you are such a pillar in my wife, Rajananda's faith in Krishna consciousness. Her trust in you continues to be a source of inspiration for me and give me hope that she will grow to become steady and firmly fixed in Krishna consciousness in due course. I find in you a role model in ISKCON, a perfect example of Srila Prabhupada's man. Whenever doubts arise in my mind by seeing some of the things that happen in our movement, I know I can pacify it by thinking of you. I am not qualified to understand your spiritual stature, but there are 2 qualities that I particularly admire. One is your personal dealings with devotees. Despite your elevated position and the heavy responsibilities that you carry on your shoulders, you make devotees feel comfortable. We do not feel judged or looked down upon. There is a mood of acceptance and encouragement that reminds me of Srila Prabhupada. I'm sure that you are heavy as well with those closest to you when it's needed. But I sense that in any dealings, you always come from a platform of love and respect for the soul, instead of frustration or anger. That you see beyond the conditioning and also do not try to impose upon others a standard which may be beyond the level of understanding. This is a quality that I aspire for, that reflects the purity of your heart. The other quality that I particularly admire in you is your chanting of the holy names. Whenever you sing, it seems that the curtain of Maya opens up and we get introduced to the holy name for the first time. It has the refreshing effect of being something new, incomparable and unprecedented, apurvata, just like if we were transported to the spiritual world. I also very much appreciate in your lectures your emphasis on pure devotional service. Thank you for your shelter and care. Please excuse us for our mistakes and help us to become better recipients of your mercy. I wish that we might in the future please you in some way. Your servant Radhika Nagaradas. Srila Niranjana Swami ki jai. Srila Prabhupada ki jai.
Раджа Кумар Прабhu, приготовиться Вайшнава Прия Прабhu.
Dear Guru Maharaj, on this most auspicious day of your appearance on this planet, I want to offer my most humble obeisances to the dust of your divine lotus feet.
I'm not quite sure. The devotees online are getting rapid translation, but I don't know what's going on here. I've gotten involved even more than I should have.
I'll read in English, then translate into Russian. Okay. Здесь, Гуру Махарадж. In this world of duality and darkness, there is no shelter for spiritual soul. Living in material world is like being at night in the open field during hailstorm with fierce winds and cold rain. No matter how hard we try to escape it, still hail, wind, and cold rain will continue to hit us hard from all directions. We rush from side to side, foolishly thinking that it will help us to avoid these miseries and pains, but it doesn't work. We try to find direction to the shelter, but due to the darkness, we are totally lost and misguided. And on top of miseries which we perceive through our bodies, duality of this world brings the miseries which torture our minds and intelligence. All this together keeps conditioned souls in constant agony, and there is no escape from it. There is no escape unless someone will come with umbrella and blanket to protect us and show us where to go to find the shelter. Similar to how Krishna, who is the best of rescuers, lifted Govardhan Hill and protected his beloved residents of Vrindavan from the hail, rain, and strong winds sent by Indra, in the same way spiritual master bestows his unlimited mercy and comes to find conditioned souls lost in the storms of material world, and lifts above their heads umbrella of spiritual knowledge and covers them with the blanket of love. Dear Guru Maharaj, you found us in the middle of this storm of material existence. You raised above our heads the umbrella of your mercy. You covered us with the blanket of your love. And by holding tight our hands, you bring us back to reality which is free from duality. And you take us to that place which is our real home, where residents of that place are eagerly awaiting for our return. To the degree how difficult it will be to measure the level of happiness one will experience when he finally reaches the ultimate shelter of the lotus feet of Shri Radha Krishna, to the same degree it is difficult to measure how much grateful we should be to you for your efforts to bring us back to our eternal shelter. Thank you very much, dear Guru Maharaj, your insignificant servant, Vrajakumar Das. Not too long? Long sentences, maybe, no? Long sentences, no? No? Yeah, I mean, just understandable? I mean... Well, I have a mix of it. So I'll do in Russian, Guru Maharaj. I'll try. Дорогой Гуру Махарадж, в этот наиболее благоприятный день вашего явления на этой планете я предлагаю свои почтительные поклоны с пыли с ваших лотосных стоп. В этом мире двойственности и тьмы для души нет прибежища. Живя в материальном мире, жизнь в материальном мире — это подобно тому, как мы оказываемся в открытом поле ночью во время града с сильным ветром и холодным дождем. И неважно, насколько сильно мы пытаемся избежать, укрыться от града, ветра и дождя, это продолжает все равно накрывать нас со всех сторон. Мы мечемся с стороны в сторону, глупо думая, что это поможет нам избежать этих страданий и боли, но это не помогает. Мы пытаемся понять, куда нам бежать, чтобы найти прибежище. Но из-за тьмы мы полностью потеряны и сбиты с толку. И помимо этого, помимо этих страданий, которые мы испытываем посредством нашего тела, двойственность этого материального мира доставляет страдания и мучает наш ум и разум. Из-за этого обусловленная душа постоянно находится в состоянии агонии. И из этого состояния нет выхода. нет выхода до тех пор, пока не придет кто-то, не принесет зонт и одеяло, чтобы защитить нас, и покажет нам путь, куда идти, чтобы найти прибежище. Потом тому, как Кришна, который является лучшим из спасателей, поднял холм Говардхана и защитил своих возлюбленных жителей Вриндавана от града, дождя и сильного ветра, которые были посланы Индрой, точно так же духовный учитель проливает свою безграничную милость и приходит, чтобы найти обусловленные души, потерянные в этом шторме материального мира, и поднимает над их головой зонтик духовного знания и накрывает их одеялом любви. Дорогой Гуру Махарадж, вы нашли нас посреди этого шторма материального существования. Вы подняли над нашими головами зонт вашей милости. Вы укрыли нас одеялом своей любви. И крепко держа нас за руки, вы возвращаете нас в мир реальности, которая свободна от двойственности. И вы забираете нас в то место, которое является нашим истинным домом, жители в котором с нетерпением ждут нашего возвращения туда. Точно настолько же, насколько трудно понять и измерить уровень счастья, который человек испытывает, возвращаясь, получая прибежище у лотоса стоп Шиширады Кришны, точно так же трудно будет измерить тот уровень благодарности, который мы должны испытывать по отношению к вам за ваши усилия, которые вы прилагаете, чтобы вернуть нас в нашу вечную обитель. Спасибо большое, дорогой Гуру Махарадж, ваш незащитный слуга Враджа Кумар Дас.
Кришна, Прия Прабhu, подготовьте Даял Гауранги Прабhu.
Дорогой Гуру Махарадж, пожалуйста, примите мои смиренные поклоны в пыли ваших лотосных стоп. Вся слава Шриле Прабхупаде.
Dear Guru Maharaj, please accept my humble obeisances in the dust of your lotus feet. All glories to Srila Prabhupada.
Я чувствую огромную благодарность вам за сам факт, что вы продолжаете проповедовать. Хотя возможности для путешествия ограничены, вы продолжаете давать лекции онлайн таким образом, питая наше сознание Кришны.
I feel very grateful to you for the very fact that you continue preaching. Although opportunity to travel is very much limited now, you're still giving lectures online, and in this way nourishing our Krishna consciousness.
Шрила Прабхупада постоянно подчеркивал, что наше движение является проповедническим. И те, в ком есть жизнь, способны проповедовать. У вас не только есть эта жизненная сила, вы имеете могущество вдохнуть жизнь в сознание тех, кто удачлив, имея возможность соприкоснуться с вами. Спасибо за ваши лекции, киртаны и баджаны, которые действуют как лекарство против нашей материальной болезни.
Srila Prabhupada always emphasized that our movement is actually a preaching movement, and those who are alive can preach. Not only you yourself have this living force but you have power to enliven and empower those who are fortunate to get in contact with you. Thank you for your lectures, kirtans and bhajans that act like medicine against our material disease.
Ваше погружение в духовную жизнь всегда восхищает. На вашем примере, как вы действуете, говорите, живете, можно видеть, что сознание Кришны в действительности работает. И если процессу следовать строго, то любой может достичь такого же результата, который демонстрируете вы. Несложно заметить, что сознание Кришны естественным образом приносит вам радость.
Your absorption in the spiritual life always astonishes. By your example, how you act, speak and live, it can be seen that Krishna consciousness really works, and if the process is strictly followed, then anyone can also achieve the same result that you demonstrate. It is not hard to notice that Krishna consciousness is naturally joyful for you.
Как говорит Рупа Госвами в 7 стихе Упадишамриты, святое имя Кришны, качества, игры, деяния Кришны трансцендентны и сладки, словно леденцы. Хотя язык больного желтуха о виде невежества не способен ощущать вкус сладкого. Самое удивительное в том, что если каждый день внимательно повторять эти сладостные имена, язык обретает свою естественную способность ощущать сладкий вкус, и со временем сам корень болезни будет уничтожен.
As Rupa Goswami states in the seventh verse of Upadeshamrita, the holy name, character, pastimes, and activities of Krishna are all transcendently sweet, like sugar candy. Although the tongue of one afflicted by the jaundice of avidya, ignorance, cannot taste anything sweet, it is wonderful that simply by carefully chanting the sweet names every day, a natural relish awakens with his tongue. And this disease is gradually destroyed at the root.
Мы можем видеть в вашем примере, хотя вы и не выставляете это, а наоборот дорожите этим как великим сокровищем, что для вас святое имя Кришны и все связанное с Кришной не является горьким, а наоборот приятным своей естественной сладостью.
We can see in your example, although you do not try to make a show out of it, but value it as a great jewel, that the holy name of Krishna and everything connected with Krishna is not bitter, but is naturally sweet and pleasing for you.
Я очень вдохновлен вашим примером и стараюсь быть благодарным вам за все, что вы делаете для миссии Шрилы Прабхупады и для своих учеников.
I'm personally very inspired by your example and trying to be grateful for you for everything you have been doing for Srila Prabhupada's mission and your disciples.
Я надеюсь, что по вашей милости, по милости Кришны и Вайшнавов, однажды я смогу ощутить естественную сладость святого имени и всего, что связано с Кришной.
I hope that by your mercy, Krishna's mercy and devotees' mercy, someday I will be able to feel the natural sweetness of the holy name and everything else associated with Krishna.
В этот благоприятный день вашего явления я смиренно прошу ваших благословений ощутить бескорыстное счастье сознания Кришны, которым вы наслаждаетесь, посвящая всю свою жизнь служению вашему Гуру и Верховному Господу.
On this favorable day of your appearance, I'm humbly asking your blessings to experience selfless happiness of Krishna consciousness that you have been relishing by dedicating your whole life to your Guru and the Supreme Lord.
Надеюсь стать полезным в вашем служении Шриле Прабхупаде, ваш слуга Вайшнава Приядас.
Hoping to become useful in your service to Srila Prabhupada, your servant Vaishnava Priyadas.
Can you read it? You can see it. Thank you, John. How did you know?
Hare Krishna, dear Guru Maharaj, please accept my humble obeisances at the dust of your lotus feet. I'm sorry I didn't put my thoughts on paper, and this is unforgivable. Still, I wanted to say something today. I knew. Yes, Guru Maharaj. Very difficult to change. But I think with your mercy, I hope I can make it by the next Vyasa Puja. Anyway, I thought about what I wanted to say, and pandemic, the situation which very tragic for the whole world and took away a lot of wonderful Vaishnavas and brought us so much pain. But we see that in every place there's a mixed blessings, and I have to be grateful to this pandemic that you've been stuck with us here in Sridham Mayapur. Not for, obviously, selfishly for our sake, it's amazing to have opportunity to have your physical association and sometimes has opportunity to serve you, Guru Maharaj. But also we've seen that because you are so compassionate and you're so dedicated to be everywhere whenever your loving disciples are waiting you. You've been traveling tirelessly, and we know since many years have been taking toll on your health. And now, because of the situation as it is, you've been forced to stay in one place and have a regulated eating habits, and somebody taking care of you physically, have different therapies, the schedule which is predictable, and we see that it is something which helps you to improve your health, and we cannot be more grateful to see that
it means that you could be with us and serve us much longer. And that's, I think, what we all as a disciples want, that you could guide us and we can serve you as many years as possible to come. So I don't want to pray that the pandemic continues, obviously, but I want to use this opportunity also, that because many devotees all over the world watching, a lot of disciples watching your Vyasa Puja, and just to remind that Mayapur is a wonderful place. It's a place of pilgrimage, and it's a great place to come, especially when Guru Maharaj is here, and have his association and have his blessing and his darshan, and give Guru Maharaj opportunity to serve us in his capacity as long as possible. And maybe we will not have Guru Maharaj, maybe devotees will not have your association all over the world physically, but you give us so much association right now to everyone, which is uncompared. The amount of lectures which you have given in this pandemic, I think maybe it's more than the whole amount of lecture which you gave before. I'm not sure, but really, really, many, many lectures, Guru Maharaj. Wonderful, wonderful association. And I just want to pray that you remain healthy and that Krishna keeps you with us for as many years as possible, so we can serve you, we can take your example. And because for me personally, without your guidance, without your mercy, there is no hope. And I hope that by hearing you, having your association, the hope is increasing, and asking for your blessings that I could serve you and I could one day become Krishna conscious, hopefully within this lifetime. And I beg your forgiveness before that, and that you have to tolerate all my shortcomings, and I will try to work on them. Thank you very much, dear Guru Maharaj. Your insignificant servant, Dayal Gauranga Das.
In case you need to say something.
I thought maybe you wanted me to correct what I wanted. Just for your information, there's over 4,000 lectures online that I gave. I didn't give 4,000 lectures last year. I took advantage of the microphone. But it's okay. It's your style. Who's next?
I'm. But I wrote it in English.
That's okay. You don't have to apologize. You have to apologize to the devotees who want to understand.
Прошу прощения, дорогие преданные, я тоже написал на английском, и у меня нету с собой русского перевода. And I'll try to improve my accent.
It's not bad, but I knew there were better, so I took advantage of it. And Krishna Gopal he's been speaking English for longer than he was speaking Russian, I believe. Go ahead.
My dear spiritual master, please accept my respectful obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada, and all glories to you. Today I want to take this opportunity to try to glorify you on your appearance day. During this year, there have been many important events and many difficulties that I have encountered by the grace of Krishna. I have come to understand that when some difficulties arise, I try to turn to your instructions. Unfortunately, I could not find where Srila Prabhupada says in Srimad Bhagavatam that the instructions of a spiritual master cannot be understood in one lifetime, but I remember reading about it this year. Nevertheless, I have learned from my own experience that the instructions you gave both recently and many years ago are more relevant than ever. Of course, by the grace of Krishna, material nature continues to give us many troubles, but this should not surprise us. During the months of Damodara, you said so. Oftentimes devotees say that such and such anxiety has begun in the world, such and such anxiety has begun in this country. But is it really surprising? End of quote. You quoted Srila Prabhupada as saying that the mission of a spiritual master is not to talk about how to live happily here. Lord Buddha spoke about nirvana, Shankara about the impersonal, and Lord Christ about love. None of them say live here, enjoy, and everything will be fine. That is not the mission of spiritual master. The spiritual master talks about another world, about the spiritual world. This is what a spiritual master is doing. When you said these words, it was easy to accept and realize that all these anxieties are external and temporary, something that cannot be avoided in the material world. You also said that people are trying to seek shelter everywhere, but the severe laws of material nature remind us again and again that there is no shelter other than the lotus feet of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. At first glance, it may seem that these are very simple words, but to realize this, it can take a lifetime. After hearing this, I must apply it in my life, no longer seeking shelter anywhere else. In this way, you're helping us to know that all these material difficulties are not surprising, and that this is the grace of Krishna. You have said many times in the evenings, Krishna is very merciful. He's very merciful. It takes so many things to even comprehend these words. In Shri Chaitanya Charitamrita Madhya Lila, there are following words. Tate Krishna Bhaja Kare Guru Rasevana Maya Jala Chute Paya Krishna Charana. If the conditioned soul engaged in the service of the Lord and simultaneously carries out the orders of his spiritual master and serves him, he can get out of the clutches of Maya and become eligible for shelter at Krishna's lotus feet.
How many pages?
3.
Just check. Look longer than that.
And it's also a little purport of Srila Prabhupada. It's a fact that every living entity is eternally a servant of Krishna. This is forgotten due to the influence of Maya, which induces one to believe in material happiness. Being illusioned by Maya, one thinks that material happiness is the only desirable object. This material consciousness is like a chain around the neck of the conditioned soul. As long as he is bound to that conception, he cannot get out of Maya clutches. However, if by Krishna's mercy he gets in touch with a bona fide spiritual master, abides by his order and serves him, engaging other conditioned souls in the Lord's service, he then attains liberation and Lord Shri Krishna's shelter. End of quote. Dear Guru Maharaj, until you told me several times that the conditioned soul is trying to create his so-called perfect plan, believing that his plan is better than Krishna's perfect plan, I could not take these instructions of Srila Prabhupada and your instructions so personally and close to my heart. This year I also had some difficulties in my relationship with some devotees. Several times I have listened to your various instructions on how a devotee acts. You often quote Srila Prabhupada saying that by quality and behavior you can understand how devotee we are. While trying to resolve my difficulties with the devotees, I thought that most likely I was right, and they are not so right. But just a few days later, I listened to your answers to the devotees' questions. As if by chance I came across the video on YouTube and you answered the question, what to do if you are falsely accused? I thought now I'll find out how I need to deal with those who falsely accused me. You talk about Srivas Thakur and how he behaved when he was falsely accused. You said Srivas Thakur did not defend himself. A devotee must have a good reputation, and then there is no need for him to defend himself. Srivas Thakur started calling people by saying, "Yes, now you know who I am." He also said that most birds do not fly that high, but at the very least, we should know that there are such examples. So my illusions about my being right began to dissipate. These words deeply entered in my heart, and I thought, why should I not strive for this hate? And what else to strive for if not for this? Is it not this hate, is it not these qualities of the devotees and such behavior that captivate the heart of spiritual master and ultimately Lord Shri Krishna? After hearing these instructions, I remembered how I actually reacted to these accusations against me and found that I had not even started flying yet. Thank you very much, Guru Maharaj, for sharing such examples and showing them by your own example. As Srila Prabhupada writes, Apanya Achari Bhakti Sikhai Musabare, one cannot teach others unless he behaves the same way himself. Unfortunately, this time I did not immediately remember your instructions, and I did not immediately remember Srimad Bhagavatam, which you quote often, Tiraskrita Vipralabha, that the devotees of the Lord are so forbidding and they never incline to avenge on themselves. Without your guidance and example, I would not have been able to look into my heart like that. I also wanted to thank you for the prayers that you have shared, which you are reciting. Being in Muslim culture before Krishna consciousness, I have always enjoyed hearing stories about saints and reading various prayers. You always tell stories of pure devotees and repeat various prayers, and it seems to me that you have always been my father. Thank you very much for frequently telling stories from Gaura Lila. This year, when you told the story of Murari Gupta and how Lord Chaitanya was testing his heart, I was amazed. I decided to transcribe the story from your lips and read it over and over again. Unfortunately, I have to finish my offering, or it will get too long. A lot of your qualities inspire and support me. Since we have limited time, okay, I wanted to glorify your qualities with the prayers of Srila Prabhupada Saraswati from Sri Chaitanya Chandramrita. Humbly thinking oneself lower than a blade of grass, natural gentleness and charm, speaking words as sweet as nectar, spitting at the insignificant sense gratification of this world, disinterested in the affairs of this world, and overwhelming love for Lord Hari are the transcendental virtues of the devotees of Lord Gaura. Also, thank you so much for the joint months of Damodara, for those nectar stories about early days in Krishna consciousness. Some of them I wrote down, some I transcribed and sent to devotees.
Like the stories of what?
Of your early days from Krishna consciousness. These are amazing nectar days. I had a feeling that I could sit like this for years and just listen to you. All other needs disappeared by themselves and spiritual life became a reality. Listening to and observing you every night, I reread Harishauri Prabhu's words from Transcendental Diary about Srila Prabhupada over and over again. And quote, its last quote, "It's extremely pleasurable to be with Prabhupada during these quiet moments. He is gentle and mild in his manner and completely fixed and steady in his devotion to Krishna. He has tremendous strength and force, but is devoid of passion. His presence is totally dominating without being at all domineering. His mind steady and his senses controlled effortlessly. His intelligence is perfectly clear, and he knows how to act and how others should act in every situation. His presence thus makes spiritual life a reality." End of quote. These words always remind me of you. Thank you very much for making spiritual life a reality for me. I am ashamed to ask you for anything else. You are already giving so much mercy every day. I hope to learn by your grace to take shelter only at the lotus feet of the devotees of Lord Gaura and always trust Shri Krishna's perfect plan. Your unworthy disciple, Arjuna Sakhadas.
Much. I have a message from Kribanidhi Prabhu. He was supposed to, he was invited, but they had a big bus tour for book distribution in Acropolis Mall planned for today. But by Krishna's mercy somehow was the tour got cancelled, delay, and he's coming, but he cannot make it now. So short message from him, and he will be joining you.
Oh, I was wondering what Sashidullah was doing here because I heard he was going also. Uh-huh. Okay.
I was thinking that it was this afternoon or evening. I am in Krishnanagar fighting to get my deposit back on the bus that they canceled. So I don't know. I thought it was maybe this afternoon or evening. So I won't be able to make it back for 2 o'clock, that's for sure. Please wish Maharaj my deepest apologies and happy birthday, Maharaj. Hope to see you soon. Hare Krishna.
Mataji Guru Seva, please.
My dearest Guru Maharaj, please accept my humble obeisance in the dust of your lotus feet on the sacred island of Antardvip, Mayapur. All glories to Srila Prabhupada, who connected you to the sublime Guru Parampara. Krishna is so kind, compassionate, and merciful to the conditioned souls by blessing us with a special treat, coming as a child to the material world and simply invites us, please come, relish my pastimes and develop love for me. Similarly, you, dear Guru Maharaj, you find many ways to encourage us on the path back to Goloka Vrindavan. We all know the list is endless. I'm convinced that your love for Srila Prabhupada is guiding you perfectly to act, to speak, to bless, correct, or be silent according to time, place, and circumstances. Like a child who feels safe when it holds the father's hands, and even safer and delighted if it can walk between mother and father by holding their hands, you kindly give us such security, happiness, and much more on our path back to Godhead, to our eternal mother and our eternal father, the most divine, sweetest couple, Sri Sri Radha Madhava. May I never forget all your kindness to all of us, and let me reciprocate with you by supporting you in Lord Chaitanya's mission to spread the holy name far and wide. All glories, all glories, all glories to your appearance day, the celebration of your divine Vyasa Puja. Thank you for being my spiritual master for eternity. Your humble servant and disciple who is always seeking your blessings to increase devotion. Guru Seva Devidasi. I add today something. Yesterday I read your blog, Mangala Bhakti Devidasi's daily marathons, realizations and stories, with a big smile. As I read, my eyes filled with tears because I can understand the tapasya she has taken on, and at the same time I understand the deep satisfaction that she is relishing in her heart. And to know how much pleasing it is to you, I pray for your blessings that next year I will not be in a writing marathon, but following Mangala Bhakti's footsteps and take part in the Prabhupada Marathon distributing books. Do you please bless me for this? Actually, now adding something more. You being our perfect Sankirtan leader, I felt today I have to distribute some books. So I promised to do devotees your book, The Nectar of Lockdown. So I went to the house to them to give it today on such an auspicious day, your Vyasa Puja. Then a vendor comes to my house with shoes, and he saw my Srimad Bhagavatam said just when the door opened. And then he said, are these Bhagavad Gitas? This was a week ago or so. And then I said, no, it's the Srimad Bhagavatam. I said, do you want the Bhagavad Gita? Then he said, yes. So today I arranged one. And to his helper also, I brought them to the shop, 2 Bhagavad Gitas with the calendars, 2022. And then on the way here, I took 1 Bhagavad Gita with me, and I met a nice family from Calcutta, and they were so happy to receive this Bhagavad Gita on your Vyasa Puja Day. Hare Krishna.
Thank you. Hare Krishna.
Dear devotees, please speak in microphone, on directly, not here, not here, okay? Directly.
Говорите прямо в микрофон, попросили. Матаджи. Подготовиться Матаджи Рангавати.
Hare Krishna. Dear Guru Maharaj, please accept my humble obeisances to your lotus feet. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. On this special day of your Vyasa Puja, I would like to express my gratitude for your guidance, inspiration, and love to all your disciples. I came across the words you have written in one of your offerings to Srila Prabhupada. Quote, the holy name of the Lord gives me faith in Krishna consciousness, because although I've been chanting for so many years, still the holy name of the Lord has not rejected me. I feel that in my heart, when I chant Krishna's names, Krishna in the form of his holy name is the most forgiving manifestation of the Lord. The quote ends.
Подтверждение своим ожиданиям я нашла в общении с вашими учениками в выполнении служений под их руководством.
I found confirmation of my expectations in communicating with your disciples and in performing the service under their guidance.
Меня впечатлили высокие стандарты чистоты и пунктуальности в служении божествам, нескончаемый поток энтузиастичной проповеди.
I was impressed by the high standards of cleanliness and punctuality in deity service and the never-ending stream of enthusiastic preaching about Krishna and devotional service.
Но самое главное, я отчетливо ощутила, что наконец-то попала домой.
But mostly importantly, I clearly felt that I finally got home.
Их вкус к служению был настолько сильным, что я легко инфицировалась им.
Their taste for service was so strong that observing you, I have no doubt that your experience and knowledge is far beyond the boundaries of this world.
Вы не просто учите философии и пересказываете истории развлечения Господа с Его преданными. Вы живете этим.
You're not just teaching philosophy and retelling the stories and pastimes of the Lord with His devotees. You are living it.
Вы истинный последователь Гуру Парампары и Господа Читания в распространении послания чистого преданного служения.
You are a bona fide follower of the Guru Parampara and Lord Chaitanya in spreading the message of pure devotional service.
Вы знаете все тайны Его трансцендентной игры в этом мире, и самое главное, вы знаете правила этой игры.
You know all the secrets of His transcendental pastimes of devotion in this world, and most importantly, you know the rules of this game.
Это особенно ценно, потому что играть по правилам трансцендентных игр не так уж просто в материальном мире.
This is especially valuable because it is not easy to play by the rules of transcendental game in this material world.
Только благодаря общению с такими преданными, как вы, у меня есть шанс соприкоснуться с настоящей духовной реальностью и двигаться к своей цели уверенно.
It is only through communication with devotees like you that I have a chance to get in touch with the real spiritual reality and move toward my goal with confidence.
Я очень удачлива, что оказалась под сильным влиянием вашей милости.
I am very fortunate to be greatly influenced by your mercy.
Могу лишь надеяться и просить ваших благословений, чтобы когда-нибудь тоже стать чистым проводником нектарных вкусов преданного служения и быть полезным вам в вашем служении Шриле Прабхупаде, Гуру Парампаре и Божественной Чите в их вечной обители.
I can only hope and beg for your blessing so that someday I too may become a pure conductor of the nectar taste of devotional service and be useful to you and your service to Srila Prabhupada, all Guru Parampara and the divine couple in their eternal abode.
Последовательница ваших последователей Рангавати Девидаси.
Follower of your followers, Rangavati Devidasi.
We have 3 more people. Матаджи Шани подготовиться к Ильичанчели. Подготовиться.
Махарадж, я не могу так гладко, как все, ну как смогла.
I can't do this as smoothly as everyone, but I will try my best.
Простите.
You have my blessings.
Дорогой Гуру Махарадж, пожалуйста, примите мои смиренные поклоны.
Dear Guru Maharaj, please accept my humble obeisances.
Я всегда ждала этот день, этой возможности, ничем не ограничиваемой, выразить вам свою благодарность.
I have always looked forward to this day, to this opportunity, to unbound moment to express my gratitude towards you.
Последние годы это стало более сложным для меня, но само желание быть благодарной и выражать эту благодарность оставалось. Я все-таки надеюсь, что все необходимое, чтобы стать достойной ученицей, у меня может, по вашей милости, появиться.
It has become more difficult for me in the recent years, but the very desire to be grateful and to express that gratitude remain. And yet, I hope that everything I need to become a worthy disciple might appear in me by your mercy.
И я смогу служить вам, удовлетворяя ваше сердце. А вы сказали, что ваше сердце и дыхание принадлежит Шриле Прабхупаде.
And that I will be able to serve you to your heart's content. And you have said that your heart and your breath belong to Srila Prabhupada.
Я молюсь Господу Чайтанье, чтобы Он помог мне очистить мой ум и проник в мое сердце, чтобы оно стало спокойным, мягким, и любящим, и вибрирующим только горячим желанием служить.
I pray to Lord Chaitanya to help me purify my mind and penetrate my heart so that it becomes calm, soft and loving, vibrating with only a burning desire to serve.
Вы сказали, что одна из важнейших ваших обязанностей – это подавать пример погруженности и памятования о Кришне, о духовной реальности.
You said that one of your most important duties is to set an example of full absorption in the remembrance of Krishna and spiritual reality.
Это очень откликнулось в моем сердце.
It resonated very much in my heart.
Да, ваша преданность Гуру и Гауранги – реальный пример для меня.
Yes, your devotion to Guru and Gauranga is a real example for me.
Я могу сравнить ее с маяком для потерявшегося в океане судна. Даже когда мне было очень тяжело, этот маяк светил. Спасибо вам за этот свет.
I can only compare it to the vision of a lighthouse for the ship lost at sea. Even when I was going through a very hard time, that lighthouse kept shining. Thank you for that light.
Я благодарю вас за то, что вы не отступаете, не отодвигаете надежду, что корабль моей жизни сможет таки пришвартоваться в бухте этого маяка.
I thank you for not giving up and not pushing away the hope that the ship of my life could dock in the bay of this lighthouse.
Спасибо вам за ваши последние эмоции и слова, что я дорога вам.
Thank you for expressing your emotions and saying that I'm very dear to you.
Они согревают мое сердце надеждой и благодарностью. Они дают надежду на то, что у меня есть будущее. И в нем, может быть, я не буду бесполезной.
They brighten up my heart with hope and gratitude. They give me hope that I have a future, and in it, may I will not be useless.
Я мечтаю иметь с вами вечную связь через служение.
I dream of having an eternal connection with you through service.
Спасибо, что вы верите, что это возможно для меня.
Thank you for believing that this is possible for me.
В надежде служить Ишани Давидаси.
In hopes of serving Ishani Devidas.
Ну, тут маленькая дописка есть, но это вы прочитаете потом сами.
There's a PS. There is a postscriptum, and you can read this after.
Oh, как? Как читать? А? Оглавление?
Это Vyasa Puja, Гуру Махарадж. Все.
Что-то еще? Еще.
И потом Матаджи Враджа Лалана.
Харе Кришна, дорогой Гуру Махарадж, пожалуйста, примите мои смиренные поклоны в пыли ваших лотосных стоп.
Hare Krishna, dear Guru Maharaj, please accept my humble obeisances in the dust of your lotus feet.
Слава вам, слава его божественной милости Шрили Прабхупаде.
All glories to you, all glories to His Divine Grace Srila Prabhupada.
Уже который год мы становимся свидетелями, как вы ныряете в глубину океана Брихат Бхагаватамриты, увлекая за собой стольких слушателей.
For a year long, we have been witnessing how you dive into the depth of the ocean of Brihat Bhagavatamrita, attracting so many listeners with you.
Вы личным примером призываете не оставаться на поверхности, а учиться на примере Гопакумара и исследовать глубину отношений между Господом и его преданными.
Тут по-другому написано.
Можете перевести?
Ну, нужно повторить. You're urging by personal example not to remain on the surface, but to learn from the example of Gopakumar, to explore the depth of relationship between the Lord and his devotees. Ну давайте я попробую.
Да тут все правильно написано.
После
Вы возрождаете желание слушать о духовном мире, и вместе с тем очевидно, насколько вы равнодушны к мирским темам.
You revive our desire to hear about the spiritual world. At the same time, it is obvious how indifferent you are to material topics.
И потому ваши наставления не просто могущественные слова, ваш пример подкрепляет все, что вы говорите.
Therefore, your instructions are not just powerful words. Your example reinforces everything you say.
Шрила Прабхупада пишет в Источнике вечного наслаждения 2.28. Цитата. «Великие святые и преданные, в полном мере обладающие сознанием Кришны, всегда думают о твоих лотосоподобных стопах и беспрестанно пьют нектар духовного блаженства».
Srila Prabhupada speaks in Krishna book 228. Great personalities and devotees in full Krishna consciousness always think of your lotus feet and remain fully satisfied by drinking the nectar of transcendental bliss.
Этот нектар иногда изливается из их уст в виде повествования о твоих божественных деяниях и, рассыпаясь брызгами, обдает других.
The nectar, which they constantly drink, sometimes comes out of their mouth and is sprinkled on others as the narration of your transcendental activities.
Нектар, изливающийся из уст преданного, обладает чудодейственной силой. И если кому-нибудь посчастливится испить его, он тотчас же освободится из круговорота рождения и смертей.
This nectar, coming from the mouth of a devotee, is so powerful that if one is fortunate enough to have the opportunity to drink it, he is immediately freed from the continuous journey of birth and death.
Вы подключены к этому источнику и так щедро делитесь вкусом к слушанию Шрилы Прабхупады.
You are connected to this source and so generously share your taste for listening to Srila Prabhupada.
Каждый день напоминая нам, что все, о чем только можно мечтать, там, в его книгах, лекциях и беседах.
Reminding us every day that everything one can dream of is there in his books, lectures, talks.
И благодаря вам они оживают, становятся реальностью, а не просто тем, что пылится на полках и ждет своего часа, который для нас может так и не наступить.
And thanks to you, they come to life, become reality, and not just the fact that gathering dust on the shelves and waiting for the reality, which for us may never come.
Вот так ваше присутствие дает непосредственный опыт.
This is how your presence gives an immediate experience.
И опираясь на эти дары, каждый может испытать этот опыт на себе, потому как вы публично озвучиваете координаты всех мест, где оставили для нас лодку на этом берегу, чтобы мы могли перебраться через реку, какие бы препятствия ни возникали на пути.
This is how your presence gives an immediate experience. And relying on these gifts, everyone can try this experience for themselves. Because you publicly announced the coordinates of all the places where you left the boat for us on this bank, so that we can cross this river no matter what obstacles arise on the way.
И при этом вы открываете нам, насколько Шрила Прабхупада искусен в том, как давать Кришну каждому напрямую, что нам нет необходимости искать, что бы то ни было в другом месте.
And you are revealing to us how skillful Srila Prabhupada is in how to give Krishna to everyone directly, so that we do not need to look elsewhere.
Вы срываете замки и даете нам доступ к сокровищницам ачарьев, которые все больше раскрывают нам смысл того, что делал и о чем говорил Шрила Прабхупада.
You are breaking the locks and giving us access to the treasures of the acharyas, which are increasingly revealing to us the meaning of what Srila Prabhupada did and talked about.
Вы открываете нам Его любовь, сострадание, пример Его преданности духовному учителю.
You reveal to us His love, compassion, and example of His devotion to the spiritual teacher.
Ваш пример — вот почему моя вера жива.
Your example is why my faith lives on.
И кто бы мне ни говорил, что только книг Шрилы Прабхупады недостаточно, благодаря вам я знаю, там есть все и даже больше, чем мы способны взять.
And whoever tells me that Srila Prabhupada's books alone are not enough, thanks to you I know that everything is there, everything is there, and even more than we can take.
И даже этот недостаток вы готовы сокрушить, наделив нас секретным ингредиентом, который увеличивает емкость, возможность вместить в своем сердце еще больше драгоценностей.
And even this shortcoming of ours, you are ready to crush, endowing us with a secret component that increases the ability to accommodate even more jewels in our heart.
Вот уже столько месяцев подряд вы без устали выходите в эфир, чтобы наделить нас этим бесценным даром, верой в чистое преданное служение.
For so many months, you have been relentlessly broadcasting to endow us with this invaluable gift of faith in pure devotional service.
Вы, как капитан корабля, держите курс на цель, которую так важно не упускать из виду. И просто следуя за вами, мы обретаем еще один шанс.
You, as the captain, is heading for a goal that is so important not to lose sight of. And just by following you, we get another chance.
Позвольте не упускать из виду вас, как тот самый луч надежды, который позволяет, несмотря ни на что, двигаться вперед.
Let me not lose sight of you as the ray of hope that allows me to move forward no matter what.
С надеждой всегда оставаться под сенью ваших лотосных стоп, Келичанчала Девидasi.
Looking forward to always remain under the shadow of your lotus feet, Kelly-chanchala Devidasi.
Матаджи Раджа Лауна, и это на сегодня все.
Hare Krishna. I won't say much. Unfortunately, I also don't have it written down. And I hope I won't talk in my usual style. I won't cry. So I'll try. Namam Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prasthaya Padaleshi Mati Niranjana Swami Tinimne Anahata Prayasina Prabhupada Setushte Sankirtanam Pravichartam Hade Guru Namaha. Dear Guru Maharaj, please accept my humble obeisances, and all glories to Srila Prabhupada, all glories to your dedicated service to his mission. On this day, I would like to share with you something which wasn't said by you, but about you. Not directly about you, but about the spiritual master and his position, the importance of his position in our life. When I just found out that I'm sick with this terminal disease, and I didn't know where to look left or right and what to do and what treatment to take, if I should take any treatment, and it was so confusing. And I went. I approached devotees for help, and their guidance and their instructions were so sobering and helping me to get the proper direction and have a proper set of mind. And one of the first people actually I went to were Jananivas Prabhu and Pankajangari Prabhu. And both of them I asked the same question, that I'm afraid I won't be able to make it. I won't be able to go through this last exam that I see now that I'll have to face. And I'm afraid that I won't be able to think about Krishna at the moment of death. And I asked Jananivas Prabhu, asked him many questions, and all the questions I was asking, he would give me only one answer, same answer. Quoting Krishna as he says in Bhagavad Gita, just always remember me, just always remember me, just always remember me. And then I asked for instructions from Pankajangari Prabhu, and he asked me, are you afraid to die? And I said, not so much to die, but I don't know, I'm afraid what will happen to me after I die. What will be my destination? I don't know if Krishna will come, if I will be able to chant his name. And he told me, oh, don't say that. There are so few devotees in this world whom he should come to, whom he should take them. And then he said something very important. He said, this is not your concern. These thoughts, this is not your concern. You have your spiritual master and you have Srila Prabhupada, and this is their concern. And then he said, but your concern is a prayer. You have to pray, Dear Lord Nrsimhadev, please engage me in your service. Please engage me in your service. Please engage me in your service. And that gave me so much inspiration and hope and made me calm my mind. And again, I came with the same question too, because I was so worried about it, if I will be able to surrender. I went with this question to Damodar Swami, and he was quite, not heavy, but very intense and serious, and he said, why do you underestimate the power of your spiritual master? Why do you underestimate the power of Srila Prabhupada? And if thoughts like that come to your mind, just tell yourself, Hare Krishna, and then everything will be okay. So when we had last conversation on the phone, you told me that I cannot even comprehend and understand how fortunate I am that, and you said it a few times, how fortunate I am, how fortunate you are that you met devotees in this lifetime, and that devotees, they will save you. That's what you told me. And when I look back now at my life, and especially the last few years of my life, I can see that this is so true, and this is actually the reality. That's what is happening in my life. You brought me to this movement, and you did everything so I stay in this movement. I had a very interesting, very happy, and very joyful life. And at the same time, I had a lot of crises and struggles and collapses and doubts. But you helped me to go through all of this. And not only helped, like you brought me through all of this. And with your instructions, your example, and with your prayers and the mercy of the devotees who were around me, that my the quality of my life, the people I were meeting, people who are kind to me, merciful to me. I know this is all happening only by your mercy and by your prayers. And this experience I have for the last few years makes it so clear and obvious for me that the power of your prayers, the power of your desire to bring us back to Krishna is unmeasurable, and this is what really I cannot do anything on my own. Only one thing I can do is pray, and everything that good may happen to me, it comes only because of your prayers and your blessings. On this special day, I pray you, please pray for me and give me blessings that I do my job, as you told me that my job now is a prayer. So I'll be able to do my job and that I'll have the taste for the holy name. Of course, I know these blessings are always there, but still, it's a reminder for myself that how much I depend on that and your mercy, from your mercy. And I feel very indebted that I will never be able to reciprocate in any way. And Hare Krishna. Thank you, Guru Maharaj. Please forgive me for any weaknesses or any offenses or anything that I didn't do. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Шрила Ниранджана Свами Махарадж ки.
Что в расписании? До?
Just Kirtan before the lecture. Kirtan and lectures, it's your...
Uh-huh. So we have a short kirtan and I'll speak.
Yes. If you want to play harmony or you want to stand up, you can look forward.
I don't know. What do you want me to do?
I think it's for you, it's better to stand maybe, because you will sitting, and you will be sitting.
It's not going to be a long lecture. My Vyasa Puja lecture is
so
next month.
Then you prefer sitting?
Yeah, I can sit.
Okay.
But others can stand because you've been sitting. Huh?
Yeah, wait.
Yeah. No, I'll stand up. I'll stand up. You play harmony. It's already there. Oh, yeah. I've been with her for such a long time. I still remember how to play. Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharini Nirvishesha Astyachadi Satane. Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasari Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasari Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasari Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasari Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Hare, Hare Rama. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Nitai Gaura Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Go Hari Bol. Nitai Gaura Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Go Hari Bol. Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Prabhupada. Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Prabhupada. Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Prabhupada. Jaya Om Vishnupad Paramahamsa Paravajakacharya. Jaya Om Vishnupad Paramahamsa Paravajakacharya. Saraswati Shri Shriman Divine Grace Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Goswami Maharaj Prabhupada ki Ananta Kota Vaishnavinda ki ISKCON founder Acharyas Divine Grace Srila Prabhupada ki Namacharya Srila Haridas Thakur ki Prem Se Gaho Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Radha Gadadhar Shivasati Gaura Bhakti Vrinda ki Shri Shri Radha Krishna Gopa Gopinath Shyamakunda Radhakunda Giri Govardhan ki Shri Vrindavan Dham ki Shri Navatik Mayapur Dham ki Ganga Mai ki Muna Mai ki Tulsi Devi ki Bhakti Devi ki Sankirtan Yagya ki Shri Harinam Sankirtan ki Shri Shri Radhamadhavasta Sakhi Vrinda ki Samaveta Bhakta Vrinda ki Go Premananda Glory see the assembled devotees. Glory see the assembled devotees. Glory see the assembled devotees. All glories to Shri Shri Guru and God.
Om Agyana Timirandasya Gyananjana Shalakaya Chakshur Unmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Shri Chaitanya Manobishtam Stapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamahyam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yuta Padakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavamscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunatam Vitam Tam Sajivam Sadadvaitam Savadhutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakhan Vitamscha Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prishtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swaminiti Namine Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prishtaya Bhutale Shimate Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Iti Namine Shivarshabhanavi Devi Daitaya Kripabdaye Krishna Sambandha Vijnana Dayane Prabhave Namaha Madhurya Jvala Premadya Shirupanuga Bhaktida Shri Gaura Karuna Shakti Vigrahaya Namostute Namaste Gauravani Shimurtaye Dinatarine Rupanuga Virudhapasiddhanta Dvantaharine Namo Gaurakishoraya Sakshat Vairagya Vipralamba Rasambodhe Padambujaya Te Namaha Namo
Bhaktivinodaya Sachidananda Namane Gaurashakti Sarupaya Rupanuga Varayate Gauravirbhava Bhumestvam Nirdeshta Sajjana Priya Vaishnava Sarvabhauma Shri Jagannathaya Te Namaha Vanchakalpa Karubhyascha Kripa Sindhu Daivacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Namo Maha Vedanyaya Krishna Prema Pradayate Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namne Gauratvishe Namaha Panchatattvatmakam Krishnam Bhaktarupam Swarupakam Bhaktavataram Bhaktakyam Namami Bhakti Shaktikam Hey Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandho Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama
Rama Rama
Rama Rama
Hare Hare
Hare Hare
Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prishtaya Bhutale Shrimate Niranjana Swami Iti Namine Anahata Prayasena Prabhupadasya Tushtaye Sankirtana Pravrichardham Ihate Gurave Namaha Namo Nishkama Bhaktaya Sarva Bhakta Hitayate Krishna Kirtana Pranaya Niranjana Swamine Namaha Pushpanjali Srila Niranjan Swami Maharaj ki Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prishtaya
Only one.
No, only one pranam. Just pranam mantra without.
Yeah, so many times I've said about these other mantras, but anyways, devotees don't listen.
Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prishtaya Bhutale Shrimate Niranjana Swami Iti Namine Esha Pushpanjali Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prishtaya Bhutale Shrimate Niranjana Swami Iti Namine Esha Pushpanjali
Hey.
Шрила Ниранджана Свами Гуру Махарадж ки.
Следующий что?
Гуру Пуджа?
Короткий.
Jai Guru Deva, Jai Guru Deva, Guru Deva, Jai Guru Deva. Jai Guru Deva, Jai Guru Deva, Guru Deva, Jai Guru Deva. Jai Guru Deva.
Shri Guru Charana Padma Kevala Bhakti Sudma. Shri Guru Charana Padma Kevala Bhakti Sadma. Bandamoi Savadana Mate. प्रसादे भाई हे भवतोरिया कृष्ण प्राप्ति है जहाँ है ते कृष्ण प्राप्ति है जहाँ थे गुरु मुखा पद्मा बक्या चिते कोरिया क्या हर ना खरी हमने आशा हर ना खरी हमने आशा श्री गुरु चरण उत्तमागति जय प्रसादे फुरे सर्वा आशा
प्रसादे पुरे सर्व आशा खुदान दिला जय जन्मे जन्मे प्रभु से खुदान दिला जय जन्मे जन्मे प्रभु से दिव्य ज्ञान हृदय प्रकाशित दिव्य ज्ञान हृदय प्रकाशित भक्ति जहाँ होते अभी जाबी नशट होते प्रेम भक्ति जहाँ होते अभी जाबी नशट होते देगा जहाँ चरित देगा जहाँ चरित श्री गुरु करुणा सिंधु अधम जनार बंधो श्री गुरु करुणा सिंधु अधम जनार बंधो लोकन लोकेर जीवाना लोकन लोकेर जीवाना प्रभु कर दया हमारे बादा जया प्रभु कर दया हमारे बादा जया विराज गुसुति भुवाना विराज गुसुति भुवाना प्रभु कर दया हमारे बदा छया हे विराज गुसुति भुवाना जय गुरुदेव पतित पावाना जय गुरुदेवा 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 जय गुरुदेवा जय गुरुदेवा जय गुरुदेवा गुरुदेवा जय गुरुदेवा जय गुरुदेवा जय गुरुदेवा गुरुदेवा जय गुरुदेवा जय शिला निरंजन स्वामी जय शिला निरंजन स्वामी जय शिला निरंजन स्वामी जय शिला निरंजन स्वामी नित्य गौर हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल नित्य गौर हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि Shri Krishna Chaitanya
Maharaj Prabhupada Prabhupada ki, Ananta Kota Vaishnavinda ki, ISKCON founder the Acharyas, Divine Grace Srila Prabhupada ki, Namacharya Srila Haridas Thakur ki, Prem Se Kaho Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda, Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Gaura Bhaktivinoda ki, Shri Shri Radha Krishna Gopa Gopinath Shamakunda Radha Kunda Giri Govardhan ki, Shri Vrindavan Dham ki, Shri Navadip Mayapur Dham ki, Ganga Mai ki, Yamuna Mai ki, Tulsi Devi ki, Bhakti Devi ki, Sankirtan Yoga ki, Shri Harinam Sankirtan ki, Shri Shri Radha Madhava Astasaki Vrinda ki, Srila Prabhupada ki, Srila Prabhupada ki, Srila Prabhupada ki, Samaveta Bhakta Vrinda ki, Go Premananda. All glorious to the assembled devotees, all glorious to the assembled devotees. Slava Sabhavsha Sapedita, Slava Shri Guru Shri Guru. I don't have to worry about that. No. Wow. Can I distribute it? You want to distribute it now? Yeah, why not?
Наденьте маску, пожалуйста.
Oh, you're not on the phone now.
Cake.
Gora, come, take cupcake.
That's what I said. Yes. Such one. Oh, this is good. This is smart.
So smart.
So smart. Must be.
Кто не взял пирожное, подходите, пожалуйста. Кушать есть, если не умеешь.
Покажет.
Во время обеда. Можешь положить на мою куртку. В руках прям.
Там еще есть целый ряд.
Everyone received? I can get up? Oh, shot?
Пусти его туда. Я понял, ему нужно туда зайти.
Or I can even go over there.
It's open. It's more convenient, I guess. Где?
No? Oh, this way. Thank you for not taking it. Unfortunately. They'll be merciless.
And they, anyway, I'll quickly.
Okay. Okay, I'm finished? No, I'm not.
So the preaching of the people, this and that, and for 2 hours it was so it was amazing.
Yeah, some of these people they're like also like super intelligent. They need to.
They cannot be
They are constrained with some
institution, with its rules and. Anyway, no, I understood it's not a problem. He was here. Maharaj gave service. I think on their archive, they have some
I've been meaning to look at it for some time. But that book keeps some shadows.
A lot of my friends, how to say it, changed their opinion. I mean, the car,
they're out people from outside.
Там у вас движение на одном настроении, и оно как бы проникает и обогащается.